Welcome everyone, my name is Nicole and today is about a 20-minute gentle flow class to help open up your low back and legs with some gentle stretching. So nothing too crazy. It's great if you're feeling some stiffness and tightness in your legs, hips, low back, and you don't want to do you don't feel overly energetic. If you have a strap or a belt handy, that will be great because we will use that towards the end of the sequence. And if you would like to begin in a seated position, maybe you want to sit up on a block or a bolster if you find that that's more comfortable for you. Take a moment to take some deep breaths in through the nose and out the nose. Breathing in and out. Trying to maintain this steady breath throughout the whole practice. And let's go ahead and bring our hands to prayer. If you'd like to set an intention for the class, go ahead. Maybe just pick a word that calls to you or anything you like. And go ahead and drop the hands down. Look to your right and drop your nose to your right armpit. Take some deep breaths into your neck. Inhale through center and then look the other way. Drop your nose down towards your armpit. Several deep breaths. Inhale back through center and then tilt your ear to your shoulder. Breathe into this new place in your neck. Inhale back through center and other ear to other shoulder. Breathing deeply. And then inhale. And we're going to switch the cross on our legs. Right fingertips reach off as far as they can go. And then inhale, the top arm comes up, arcs over, really extends out the fingers. Maybe look up, or if your neck bothers you, just rest it down. And then inhaling, coming up, you center, reach off the other way, and inhale, side stretch, reaching those fingers, pressing down with the bottom hand so you can really kind of arc through that underside. And then inhaling, coming up, and a little forward fold over the legs. Breathe in, exhale, drop the head down. Keeping your bum planted. And then coming back up. And then move around onto all fours with your wrist under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Just for some few cat-cows here. For our cow, we tilt our tailbone, pressing down and away with the hands broadening across the heart, looking up. And for cat, we do the opposite, pulling the core into the spine, rounding behind the heart, dropping the head. And then just go ahead and rock between those two movements at a pace that works with your breath. And then come to a neutral spine. Press your left hand down. Raise your right fingers to the sky. Look up. And then keeping your core engaged, thread through, dropping the shoulder head about midway. And then these left fingertips can kind of come off to the side and help you encourage the rolling open of the chest, trying to keep pelvis squared. Breathing. Coming back out to neutral fours. Other direction, left fingers to the sky, maybe looking up. And then threading through, dropping the shoulder head. And then rolling open through the upper back. And coming on out, back to all fours. So I'm also come into a little child's pose here. Knees wide, toes touch, send your hips back towards your feet. Drop your forehead down to the earth or rest it on a block. And then remove block if you used one. Push yourself back to a seated position. And we're going to let the hips kind of fall to the left and come into deer legs. And then try to rest that right hip. Kind of wants to come up, so just see if you can rest it back down. And when you look down, it should look like maybe some deer legs running or something. And then I'm gonna turn so you can see. So I have our legs. There's this point right in here that's really sensitive. We're gonna do a little massage there. So see if you can find it. It's kind of like where that crease meets, and you'll know if you get it because it should be pretty tender. When you find it, just kind of give it a little massage. Breathe. Nice. And to switch, bring your fingertips behind you, leaning back, and let the knees come up and over. And then find sitting evenly on your sitting bones, and then make whatever adjustments you need to, and then find that place on the other side. Maybe one side is more tender than the other. Take notice. Nice. And go ahead, lean back to come on out. And then have your hands behind you. Just tick-tock the knees off one way and then the other. Inhaling, exhaling. Beautiful. Inhale through center. Come on up. And we're going to bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. Pressing them strongly into one another. Create a slight drawing in sensation. You can bring your fingertips behind you. Lift up through the heart. Maybe through the seat. Come even closer to those feet. And then you can open the feet like a book. Keep all of that as much as you can. Keep trying to lengthen here through the low back. And if you want to fold forward or do a little, see if you can bring a little fluid movement here with a little wave. Inhaling, exhale, rounding forward and coming up. Exhale. Inhale. If you like to just keep your fingertips behind you, staying nice and lifted, feeling grounded, that's a great place to and then go ahead and come on out. We're going to do a little logs of fire here. So be gentle with yourself. And if you know you have really tight hips, maybe grab a block. I'll show you. We'll start with our left leg on bottom. Flex that foot strongly. And it's not drawing into me. It's out a little ways. So not into my pelvis, out. And then I'm going to stack the other shin on top. And now here you'll know, you're like, oh wow, this is, if you feel real tight, then you could just stick that block there and then encourage your hip to rest down on that so it's not just kind of hanging out and so tense in space. And yeah, so it's a really nice addition if you like that. Keep your feet flexed, press your hands into your feet in your hands. So creating this little resistance, open across your chest. And then coming forward with your chin lifted, or if you're, like I said, really tight, just staying, working, breathing. More deep breath in. Excellent. Go ahead, inhale. Come on out. We're going to switch. You can lean back to come undone. And then switch. Now our right leg is on bottom. And we're going to place the left one on top. And if you use the block, switch the sides there. And then when I look down, I can see kind of a triangle space. Feet into hands, hands into feet. Pulling your heart forward or staying lifted. Wherever you are, breathing into your sensations. And then inhale, come on up, lean back to come undone. And then we're gonna roll down onto our backs now. Taking a moment to just relax. And then grabbing your strap or your belt. Maybe leave that left leg long, or you can bend it if you want to. And then we're gonna lasso this right foot and press it straight up. And if you have that left leg extended, really extend out the ball of the foot. It's engaged. And then pulling down on the strap, like you're pressing your right hip straight down into the earth. Breathing. And then take cactus arms with the left arm. And then we're going to let that right foot come off and open to the right. Spending a few moments breathing in this new position. And then inhale back through center. Switch hands now. Cactus your right hand. And then as I'm going to draw this right leg across the body, keeping the leg straight, kind of at a 90, because if you go too low, you miss out on all the juice. And breathe. Inhale, leg back up, and then curl into your shin for a moment. And then exhale, lay back down. Maybe that leg comes a little bit closer to you. Take another deep breath in. And then release and exhale. Let the foot float down to meet the other one, and notice the change or any differences, or just notice. And switch now, drawing the left foot up. Lassoing and then pressing out strong. Pulling down this left hip straight down. And then the extended leg, pressing out the ball of those toes. And then cactus your right arm and hold on with your left hand and open that left foot out. Staying steady, keep breathing. And then inhale back through center. Switch hands. Cactus your left arm now. And then the left foot comes across the body. Look the opposite way. And then inhale back through center. Curl into your shin. And then As you come, lay back down. See if your leg comes a little bit closer this time. Few more breaths. Take a deep breath in, release, and on the exhale, let that left toes float down. Seeing if both sides feel a little more even now. And then knees up, cross your right leg over your left leg, pick your hips up a smidge, take them to the right, and the knees drop to the left, reach to the right, and look to the right. Breathe into the twist. And then inhale, back through center, coming undone, recenter. And now cross your left leg over your right leg. Pick the hips up, smidge to the left, knees drop to the right, reach, look to the left, breathe. And then inhale, coming undone. Recentering, maybe hugging the knees in. We'll roll around on the low back if that feels good to you. Last little happy baby, grabbing the outside edges of your feet. Draw your knees down towards the outside of your torso. Focus on pressing your whole back, head down into the earth. And then coming into reclining Baddha Konasana. Feet pressing together. Take a few breaths here until you're ready to press out through your heels, lengthening your legs along the earth, toes pointing out, palms turning up, shoulders lightly rolling under for your Shavasana. Taking any kind of variation that you need that will bring you more comfort and ease for the next couple minutes. I'll hold space and guide you out. Just breathe into anything that arises and integrate and enjoy. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like, or if you're ready, roll to your right side and take a few breaths. And then use your hands to push yourself back to a seated position. Just taking notice for a moment of how you feel, coming back to your space. Thank you for practicing with me. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you. Take care.